Hello guys and welcome to Painting Panzers. My name's Christian and today we've got a 172 ESCI Muslim Warrior. Now this isn't any old Muslim warrior, this is one of the blue men of the Sahara. Now he is otherwise known as a Tuareg warrior. I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but you get the gist. This guy is going to grow great against my French Foreign Legion video that I did. So yeah, I thought I'd paint this in his nice and blue, vibrant sort of garment that he's wearing. And we can see how I go about doing that. But we will look at other Muslim warriors in the future. But for now, we're going to look at this Tuareg warrior. I don't know anything about this period other than the photos that I've seen. I seem to say that a lot in my videos, don't I? But hopefully I've got it somewhat looking right. Always open to constructive criticism, so let me know in the comment section if you think there's some value in some of the work I've done, or if you believe there's some areas I can improve on. Please do let me know. But enough of rambling on, let's get into this video. Now this figure is from the Muslim Warriors set from ESCI, and as you can tell there's a wide range of different figures in this set, and with that wide range is also a wide range of historical periods that are covered, so do your research before buying this set because your warrior might not be in it. Now I'm going to give my model a prime of Tamiya Surface Primer Light Grey, and then I'm going to go ahead and give his garment a good coat of medium blue because I've decided to paint this particular Muslim warrior as a Tuareg warrior, and they were known as, I think, the Blue Men, something around that, or Blue Warriors, something like that. And I thought it's a really cool looking sort of uniform or clothing that they're wearing, very vibrant. I think I might make a nice video, but I will cover other Muslim warriors later on down the track. But for this video, let's go ahead and paint our Tuareg warrior. Now I'm going to paint his headwear in dark Prussian blue as well, so you can see there's a few different shades of blue that this particular warrior would be wearing. So obviously you have license to change it up, but I think using some of the models that have been painted online I found on Google, I'm just going to use those as reference because I know nothing about this period. So for his belt, I'm going to be painting that in burnt red because it's red, and burnt red is going to make a really good color, especially for our base color that's going to be washed and make it quite dark, and then we can go ahead and hit it with a lighter red in a little while once the model's obviously been washed. Now for his white areas, he's got like trousers on. I'm going to be using deck tan, or like stockings, I don't know what you would call them really, or an undergarment. So I'm going to be painting those in deck tan, and any other white areas on the model in this color too. So you don't want to be going ahead and painting this straight up in white because white's really difficult to paint if you haven't attempted it already. So use a bit of a darker color that's easily painted on. Then for his shield, I'm going to be using old wood for that. You can use any sort of similar color. I think old wood just works really nicely for that. I'm painting the handles on the shield as well in the same color, so you can see one goes under the arm and one he's holding on to. And then I'm also painting any gold areas in old wood too, because we will hit it with a metallic color later on, but for now I'm just going to paint that in old wood. And then I'm going to hit the front of the shield with German camo beige World War II. Now for his little knife that he's got, or sword, mini sword, I don't know what you'd call that one, I'm going to be using base lead belt jar for that one. I want to make it a metallic colour, so let's go ahead and give it a good coating of that. And we can also repeat the process on his actual sword here. And for the handle of his knife, I'm going to be using flat earth. You see you've got a nice pointy brush, size 1 brush. It's an ionic brush from MIG. Fantastic brush, really recommend it. And for his skin tone, I'm going to be using German camo medium brown because obviously being in North Africa, they're going to be slightly more tan than your traditional sort of Caucasian skin tones that I'm used to painting on this channel. So German camo medium brown is going to work great for the first coat, and then we'll lighten it up towards the end of the video. Now it's time for the wash. I'm going to go ahead and hit it with normal oil and Lafayette medium at a 1:1 ratio. Now this is from Warhammer, and that 1:1 ratio is really important because you want to make sure that that wash isn't too dark, and that Lafayette medium will just thin it down nicely. So medium blue and white grey at around a 5:1 ratio. Now it sounds crazy, literally just a little dot of white in the blue, and you can go ahead and give that medium blue a nice layout, and you can see that that blue is already really starting to pop. It's almost becoming like a dark sky blue, but look how nice that blue is coming out on that garment with that original washed base color in the recesses. It just looks fantastic, in my opinion, of course. With that done, you can follow the same ratios, but with dark Prussian blue and white grey at that 5:1 ratio, and you can see here that I'm hitting that head scarf that he's wearing. Again, that white, you don't want to add too much of that white because it will drastically change colour the more white you add, so just do a little drop at a time. Now I'm just using straight up white grey now for those white areas, so we've painted them in that deck tan. Now we can go ahead and give it a nice covering of white grey. I'm not going to just use straight up white. I think white grey works nicely. You don't want to be like super white because it's obviously going to look a little bit unrealistic, but a white grey is, it's still bright, but it's slightly dull compared to straight up white on its own. And for that red belt, I'm going to be using flat red. So we did paint it in a burnt red. Now I'm going to use flat red, and that burnt red is just going to sit really nicely in the recesses so we can see all the folds and all the detail that's already on this belt. And it's imperative that you use a pointy brush for this. Now I'm using Stormhost Silver from Warhammer as my sort of highlight on those metallic silver areas. You don't have to use Warhammer paints. Every big paint company has their own metallic paints, and I'm sure they will do the same thing, but these are the early metallic paints I've currently got in my stash because I don't really paint too much metallic stuff, but I probably will look at getting some better ones soon. Now for the gold areas, guess what I'm using? I'm using gold. Now this is a Vallejo gold color. Fantastic paint, goes on nicely as long as you've got that base color that's similar to gold but it's easier to apply, so the gold just sits on top of it nicely. Now for the wooden handle on the knife, I'm going to be using flat earth and orange brown, and I'm just adding in as much detail as I can possibly do without ruining the outer edges that's got that original washed base color in it. For the shield, I'm not adding anything extra to the old wood mixture. I'm literally just going to go back over in old wood, but you can see I'm just adding in a few lines on the outer edges of each of those handles, and then I'm just going to scratch in all the detail because obviously this will be some sort of hide, so it's going to be all sort of bumpy and not quite right, so just scratch it in. You don't have to be too crazy with it. I'm following that exact same principle with the front of the shield. I'm just scratching in German camo beige again and just letting the brush ends do the work as opposed to trying to apply it on like I would normally be applying my paints. So we can now go ahead and give his skin tone a go of German camo medium brown again. And this particular guy, I'm going to focus on his feet for this one because I've done faces and hands lots, but you can see here I'm tackling his toes and the top of his foot and his ankle there. With that done, I can then go ahead and give his face a go of German camo medium brown and German camo beige World War II at a 2:1 ratio. So just really lightening that German camo brown up, and see I'm painting the top of the hand, the fingers, the thumb there, and a bit of the palm, and then I'm going to do the same on his feet. So I'm going to hit the toes and the ankle and the top of the feet. I'm just focusing on the other hand, but here we go. Here's the toes and the big toe and the little toe and all of that. It's all just getting a nice little coating on the top. And once you've done that, you've got yourself a finished 2-reg warrior, and I think it's come out absolutely great. Something I wasn't expecting to do, but yeah, looks awesome. So let me know in the comment section if you've enjoyed this video. I do apologize if I sound a little bit off. I've got a really funny throat the last few days, so I'm putting this video out there. I was trying to wait a little bit longer, but you know, I just thought I'd get one out. So yeah, I do apologize for that, but let me know in the comment section if you've enjoyed this video, if you want to see more of this particular period. I think it would work great, this particular Muslim warrior, alongside the Foreign Legion that I painted up recently. And if you haven't seen that, I'll leave a link to that in the top screen right now. But yeah, I really do appreciate you all watching. A massive thank you goes out to my Patreons and YouTube channel members, specifically the Field Marshal and Panzer Aces. So that's Patrick, the Field Marshal, and Panzer Aces, Oscar, James, Panzer Jim, Lack of Foresight Gaming, Mike, Mikey, Eric, Rothgar, Ian, Adam, Rob, and Alan. You guys are all champions. Thank you so much for being those Aces and Marshals. Now, I'm going to leave it here, guys. Don't forget to leave me a comment below, and until then, I will catch you at the next one.